Hello everyone. In this video, let us learn how to find the equivalent mass of acids, bases and salts. This is the topic from basic concepts. Okay, and this is very important for the calculations in stoichiometry and some normality calculations. Okay, for that very important topic. Okay, here how to find the equivalent mass of acids. First of all, let us see for acids how to find it. For acids, equivalent mass of acid is equal to molecular mass of acid by its basicity. Molecular mass of acid by basicity. What is basicity? What is basicity? How to define it? The number of replaceable hydrogen ions. The number of replaceable H plus ions from molecule, from a molecule, acid molecule. Okay, so where it can be replaceable in aqueous solutions only. Okay, so the number of replaceable H plus ions from molecules in aqueous solutions. Okay, sorry. Aqueous solutions. Okay, so here for example, let us see HCl. When we drop this HCl into water in aqueous solution, it can be dissociated into H plus Cl minus. So how many H plus ions are furnishing here? Only one H plus ion being furnished. So its basicity 1. So we call it as monobasic acid. Because its basicity is 1. So what is the equivalent weight of this HCl? Equivalent weight of HCl equal to its molecular weight. What is the molecular weight of HCl? 36.5 by its basicity how much? 1. So its equivalent weight 36.5. Okay, so this is example 1. Let us see example 2 here. H2SO4 sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid can be dissociated into 2H plus and sulfate ion. So how many H plus ions being furnished here? 2 H plus ions. We have to always mention here aqueous, because in aqueous solutions only acids can furnish the H plus ions. Okay, so this is the basicity of sulfuric acid is how much? 2. So we call it as dibasic acid. So what is the equivalent weight of sulfuric acid? Equivalent weight of sulfuric acid is equal to its molecular weight. What is the molecular weight of sulfuric acid? 98. I hope you all know how to find the molecular weights. Okay, so 98 by its basicity 2. So the equivalent weight of sulfuric acid is 49. One more example. What is the equivalent weight of phosphoric acid? H3PO4. Phosphoric acid. So it can be furnished into 3H plus and phosphate ion, PO4 minus 3, phosphate ion. So how many H plus ions are there? 3 H plus ions. So its basicity how much? Its basicity 3. So it is a tribasic acid. Okay, see here phosphorus acid H3PO3. Here you can observe there are 3 hydrogens, but among these 3 this is capable to furnish only 2 H plus ions, only 2 H plus ions it can furnish. Why? What is the reason here? Okay, because if you see the structure of this phosphorus acid, this is a phosphoric acid, this is phosphorus acid. Okay, so observe here the structure of phosphorus acid. It's a tetrahedral structure. Okay, this is the structure of phosphorus acid. See, only the hydrogens attached to the more electronegative element, that is oxygen, only these hydrogens are replaceable. Okay, the hydrogen which is directly bonded to phosphorus, directly bonded to the central atom, that is not replaceable. So how many are there replaceable? Here also you can observe, in the case of phosphorus acid there are 3 replaceable hydrogens, and the 3 hydrogens are directly attached to the more electronegative atom, that is oxygen. Okay, so only these hydrogens are replaceable. So here 3, even though this molecule having phosphorus acid having 3 hydrogens, among that 3 only 2 are replaceable, because only 2 are directly bonded to the more electronegative atom, that is oxygen. Okay, right. So this is the basicity for this phosphorus acid. How much? Basicity 2. This is dibasic acid, dibasic acid. Okay, observe here one more oxo acid of phosphorus, H3PO2, hypophosphorus acid. What is the name? Hypophosphorus acid. Okay, how many hydrogens we can observe in the molecule? 3 hydrogens, but among these 3 only it can furnish 1 H plus ion. In aqueous solution it can furnish only 1 H plus ion. So it is monobasic. Its basicity how much? Basicity 1. So it is a monobasic acid. Why only 1? The same thing what we have seen in the previous 2 cases. Here only 1 hydrogen atom is directly attached to the more electronegative element, that is oxygen. So hypophosphorus acid, even though it is having 3 hydrogens, but it acts as monobasic acid. Okay, here one more thing we must remember, very important. What is the basicity of boric acid? Boric acid formula H3BO3. Okay, or you can write BOH taken twice. Okay, here you can observe 3 hydrogen atoms, hydrogen in boric acid, but here the expected basicity is 3 actually. Expected basicity how much? 3, but actual basicity for this boric acid, actual basicity 1. It is a monobasic acid, and that too for boric acid the basicity is not by furnishing H plus ions. It will not act as a proton donor. It is not a proton donor. In the case, in previous case, all cases, in all the cases from this molecule the hydrogen ions being furnished, in all the cases what we are discussed till now. But here this boric acid will not furnish the H plus ions from this species. Then why it is monobasic acid? Why it is monobasic acid? In the case here hypophosphorus acid, it is furnishing 1 H plus ion, we consider it as monobasic acid. But here this will not that H plus ion, even that 1 H plus ion will not come from this boric acid molecule. So how it is monobasic acid? Here boric acid interact with the water. When we drop into the water, it interact with the water. Actually in the water H plus ions and OH minus ions are there, no? So this boric acid will accept the OH minus ions. accept the OH minus ion. So it will be formed as tetrahydroxy borate ion. This is tetrahydroxy borate ion. Okay, so remaining species what? H plus. H plus. Okay, how many H plus are left over there? Only one H plus. So due to this it is acting as monobasic acid, because one proton being left in aqueous solution. So this H plus ion is not furnished by boric acid molecule. From where it is coming? From water molecule. How? It is accepting the pair of electrons from OH minus ion and forming as tetrahydroxy borate ion. Okay, from water molecule, one H plus ion left in the solution. Due to this H plus ion, this boric acid acting as monobasic acid. Okay, right. This is the equivalent weight. How to find the equivalent weight for acids? Okay, then how to find the bases? For bases, let us see. For bases, here equivalent weight of base equal to molecular mass of base by acidity. Don't confuse here. For acids it is basicity, for bases it is acidity. Then what is acidity? Acidity means number of replaceable or furnishable OH minus ions. Number of replaceable, or you can say furnishable. Furnish means release. Furnishable OH minus ions from base. Okay, from base in aqueous solutions. Okay, in the case of acids it is number of furnishable H plus ions, but in the case of bases it is number of replaceable or furnishable OH minus ion. Okay, so simply it is sodium hydroxide I am taking. Sodium hydroxide in aqueous solution, it can furnish into H plus OH minus. So one OH minus being furnished, so its acidity equal to 1. This is monoacidic base. Okay, for example, if we see calcium hydroxide in aqueous solution, it can furnish 2 H plus ions, sorry 2 OH minus ions. Okay, so its acidity 2, it is a diacidic base. Similarly, aluminum hydroxide can furnish in aqueous solution 3 OH minus ions, then it is triacidic base. Its acidity 3, so it is triacidic base. Okay, this is the way to find the equivalent mass of bases. Okay, see, for example, here for sodium hydroxide, what is the equivalent weight? Sodium hydroxide of equivalent of sodium hydroxide equal to, what is the molecular weight? Sodium hydroxide 40. So 40 by 1, because it is furnishing only 1 OH minus, so its acidity 1. So 40, its equivalent weight 40. Calcium hydroxide equivalent weight how much? Calcium hydroxide equivalent weight, what is the molecular mass of calcium hydroxide? It is 74. Calcium hydroxide, where I wrote it, 1 second. Equivalent weight of calcium hydroxide is equal to, its molecular weight 74 by 2. 74 by 2, that is 37. The equivalent weight of calcium hydroxide is 37. What is the equivalent weight of aluminum hydroxide? Equivalent weight of aluminum hydroxide is equal to, its molecular weight it is 78 by 3, that is 26, right, 26. So equivalent weight of aluminum hydroxide is 26. What about this boric acid? Here boric acid equivalent weight H3BO3, boric acid equivalent weight, its molecular weight how much? Boric acid molecular weight 62 by, it's a mono basic, no, so 62 by 1, that is 62. Okay, and just now we discussed now some acids. Let us see the equivalent weights for that acids also. So for HCl we found for H2SO4 it is 49. For phosphoric acid equivalent weight how much? Equivalent weight of phosphoric acid equal to its molecular weight, it is 98 by how many? 3, its basicity 3. So 98 by 3, it is equal to 32.66. So phosphoric acid equivalent weight how much? 32.66. Then phosphorus acid equivalent weight of phosphorus acid H3PO3 is equal to its molecular weight, that is 82 by the basicity 2, 82 by 2, it is 41. Okay. So what about this hypophosphorus acid equivalent weight of H3PO2 is equal to its molecular weight, that is 66 by 1, 66, equivalent weight of hypophosphorus acid 66. Okay. So this is for acids, how to find the equivalent weight for acids and bases. These are some examples. Let us see how to find for salts. Okay, how to find equivalent weight for salts. Okay, equivalent mass of salt is equal to mass of formula mass. This is a formula mass. Why I am saying here formula mass? Because for salts we have to mention formula unit, not molecule. Salts are not molecules. Of course both are same, molecular mass and formula mass both are same, but for salts we must use this term, that is formula mass by the total magnitude of charge on cation or anion, because whatever the charge on cation, the same thing will be there on the anion also, any one we must take. Okay. For example, here I am taking sodium chloride. Sodium chloride in aqueous solution, it can be dissociated into Na plus Cl minus. This is a salt. What is the equivalent mass of salt sodium chloride? Its formula mass, sodium chloride formula mass 58.5 by the magnitude of charge either on cation or anion. How much there? 1. So by 1. The equivalent weight of sodium chloride is 58.5. Okay, this is example 1. See example 2, let us see now. Sodium sulfate Na2SO4, sodium sulfate in aqueous solution, it can be dissociated into 2 Na plus and sulfate. Okay. So here magnitude of charge how much? On anion it is 2, on cations also 2 cations are there, no, 2 into 1 2. So here equivalent mass of sodium sulfate is equal to its formula mass. Formula mass how much for this? It is 142 by its magnitude of charge how much? 2. So equivalent weight of sodium sulfate is 71. One more example, calcium phosphate. Calcium phosphate in aqueous solution, it can be dissociated into 3 Ca plus 2 and 2 PO4 minus 3. Okay. So what is the magnitude of charge on each calcium? Plus 2, but 3 calciums are there, 3 into 2, 6 positive charges You can take on anions also the same charge will be appear, 2 into minus, here also 6 negative charges, any one number we have to take, okay, 6 negative charges, magnitude we must consider, okay. So equivalent mass of calcium phosphate is equal to its formula mass is 310 by how many units of charge there, 6. So 310 by 6, that is 51.66, okay. This is the way to find the equivalent mass for acids, bases and salts, okay. Thanks for watching.